Good morning, everybody. Hello, it is Tuesday, April 3rd, 2018. Hope everybody's doing great today. Obviously, no one's here yet, so I'm going to give it a minute. I'm going to also look at my Facebook feed down here on my iPad so I can see if I'm actually live. I don't see it yet. Hopefully I will see someone pop on here in a second. Yay. Okay, I see myself. Yay. So while we're waiting, so I'm not just sitting here with silence, you might hear cutting in the background today. Landa is here. Yay. She's cutting paper for me. She said hi. For so many things. An event we have this weekend called On-Stage Celebration, which is an event for demonstrators attending Stampin' Up's on stage in Fort Worth. So she's cutting paper for that. We're also going to cut for my demonstrator meeting next weekend, and I'm looking over to see what all we're going to cut. Oh, my to-go packets for March we're going to cut, and lots of stuff. So anyway, you may hear cutting or embossing or die cutting or whatever today on the video. Yay, Lisa's here. You're the first one, Lisa. Okay, so what else? Don't forget to comment and or share the video, the stream today, so you can be entered into a drawing, and the prize is going to be a Magical Day class packet, which I will show you later. So all you have to do is make a comment. That gets you one entry. Also, hey Christy, after you comment, go ahead and share the video, and that will get you another entry into that prize. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with the newsletter, and the first thing on my list is to talk about the classes for this month. So as a reminder, we are going to do some stamping as well, and I'm going to show the Stamparatus today. Yay! But this is also my news so that you can watch it instead of read it, which is much more fun. So in this newsletter, you'll get a little bit more. You'll get some samples and stuff. So I wanted to share with you guys, this is going to be really quickly, share some samples and some projects that we did at our retreat this past weekend. So they get gifts. This was one of their gifts. Has your name handwritten. Yay. You guys notice you can read it today. I figured out how to like reverse the image basically. Everybody also got one of these, and by the way, so this retreat in a box, this retreat can be in a box. My retreats are normally full, which means that you can't go because the people from last year sign up again, but now I offer them to go as well, and that means that anyone can take the retreat. We mail you, hi Marianne, we mail you the gifts, the make and takes, the goodie bag, the bag that the goodies come in, all of the stuff that our live retreat attendees get, you get to go. So I'm just showing you guys some stuff real quick here. And the next class that I will have that is going to be offered as a to-go option like this, but different, which the description will be out there. This is their bag this time. I thought that was really cute with, it's like a drawstring. Mine is still empty because I didn't get the gifts, but anyway, and of course a handwritten name tag. Yay. Hello Chris, good morning. Hi Cindy. What am I trying to say? The next class is going to be in May, and it's a sneak peek. Hi Shelly. I mean Sherry, sorry. Sherry Smelly. That's how I said Sherry or Shelly. Anyway, it's a to-go class that's a sneak peek of the new catalog that comes out in June. So stay tuned for information on that. And it'll be different from this again because the gifts, you won't get a bunch of gifts and stuff. You'll get a bunch of projects, but similar in the fact that you can order it to go. Love the crown. Thank you. Okay, so then these were those were gifts. These are the projects they got to make out of their goodie bag, which includes lots of product. So they keep all the extra designer paper, ribbon, embellishments, cardstock, all kinds of stuff that they get to keep out of their packet when they order this retreat in a box. And some of these samples you may recognize from the internet. I'm trying to figure out my angles here. And some of them I made up myself, like this one. Yay. Hey, Linda. I saw Linda. Yes. Anyway, so it's really cool. And the next retreat in a box, I believe I have that on here to mention later, but there'll be one in August and one in October. Also, at the retreats, I left. At the retreats, there are optional to-go classes you can add on. And keep in mind, you can add on only the classes and not take the retreat part. So this was one of the classes. It was the cake soiree. And we made 2 boxes, which I think are great for little birthday gifts. And then we made 4 cards. That one goes this way. So that was that class. And then my retreat partner, April. I'm bouncing off the screen so I can put stuff out of my way. My retreat partner, April, also designs a class. At least one. It depends. Our retreats can have different options each time. And this was April's class. Look at this. So cute. They made like a little clipboard thingy. Sorry, my angles are weird because I flipped the camera. Hi, Lori. And then a double page layout. Super pretty. This was the petals, Petal Passion, Petals and More, all that stuff. So there's some samples to get you guys started. That was the retreat live and in a box. I told you about the class to go in May, so that will be your next opportunity to get lots of stuff in the mail. You do provide the stamps on these classes. We give you the opportunity to order them if you don't have them, but you provide your stamps and ink, and we cut all the paper, die cut, emboss, provide you written instructions, tutorials, and mail it to you. So you get to participate, but you don't have to be there live. Hi, Jennifer. Okay, so my classes this month. So when I say my classes, y'all know I offer other stuff as well, obviously. But every month I do the monthly classes. Card, memory keeping, and Stampin'. Card, memory, and scrapbook that anyone can come take. And then there's also a Stampin' Stack. But they all happen at the same time. So this month it's April 20th and 21st. That's Friday and Saturday. Friday is 5 p.m. to 9. Saturday is 9 a.m. to 3. Come and go. If you can finish in 1 hour, give yourself an hour. If you need 2 hours, give yourself 2 hours, and so on. So some people are early birds, some people work, whatever. So you decide when you come, and you pick that when you register. Good morning, Evelyn. Everybody, don't forget to comment and share so you can get entered into my drawing. And I haven't shown the actual prize yet, so I'll show that in a little bit. So the classes, the card making, scrapbooking, or memory keeping. Each of those is $10 per class or free with a minimum order. So it's a great deal, and I'll show you the projects from last month here in a sec. The Stampin' Stack, you make 20 cards for only $35. What a deal. 4 designs, 5 of each, but you can also get that class highly discounted. Yes, Jennifer, so true. We have to put our pictures in those. You can get the Stampin' Stack discounted for, if you place a minimum order, then you'll only pay $10 for the projects, all that cardstock. Good morning, Shirley and Evelyn. Okay, so let me show you what we made last month. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly. This was card class. I've got to figure out these angles here. We make 4 cards for $10 free with a minimum purchase. And this is the one I can't do this backwards. This is the one that I demonstrated on Facebook Live last month, the sliding barn door. And this is the one we actually made in class. And then we use that gorgeous, now retired celebration paper, but stay tuned. I have some that I'm going to be using in the next couple of months that you can get some of it free. Okay, so that was card class. Scrapbooking, we make 3 pages, 2 that match. Actually, we made this one in February. We made this one in February. Then they came back in March. Yes, Lisa, the barn door is so awesome and actually easy. Watch my video last month if y'all don't know how to make it. So we made page 2, which is this one. Sorry, I'm crooked. And then we made these 2 pages here. And these were definitely inspired from pages I saw online, but not 100% copied. I modified several ideas. So that was page 1, and here's page 2. And it was a Mother's Day theme, so it did say Happy Mother's Day on page 1 there. However, they could just leave that off if they didn't want Happy Mother's Day. So 3 pages. Then next month, so this coming month in April, we will make 3 more pages. 2 will match and 1 will be a single, and then in May we'll make the matching one to that. So that's how that class works. $10 for 3 pages, pretty good. And then finally, memory keeping. I loved this idea of the like good, what is it called? March, yes. Landa says rainbow. St. Patrick's Day. It's not a St. Patrick's Day theme, but it kind of is, so it's subtle. And it's like, we have lots of green on this, tranquil tide and gold, and then good luck. Whew, this is confusing for me. And anyway, so there's our memory keeping pages. So y'all should come check out my classes this month. And you can take 1, 2, 3, or 4 classes. So there we go. I have already scheduled posts to post on my business Facebook page, which is where you are now, to give you links to sign up for classes, and then some other stuff that I'll be talking about today. Okay, so next, my notes say Stampin' Up! Specials. We have a paper pumpkin special going on. Some of you probably don't even know that, because honestly, I had forgotten about it till I started making notes for this video. So Paper Pumpkin is our monthly craft kits that come in the mail. They are awesome, always. This is the one we got in March. It is sold out. You can't get it anymore. But anyway, this was the one for March. It's always a surprise, so we don't know what we're getting until we get it. But the kit for March is very vintage and kind of, like, to me, they look like seed packets, which is really cute. We got a free gift last month because it was the 5-year anniversary. And then you always get an exclusive stamp set that's only available in your Paper Pumpkin, which I love. And of course, all the supplies to make all the stuff. It's a ton of stuff in there. And an ink every time. A little ink spot, which, guess what? Start stocking up on these, because when you use your Stamparatus, which we're going to demonstrate today, you actually want this size ink. And I'll show you how you can get it without Paper Pumpkin, but save these from your Paper Pumpkin kit for your Stamparatus. So what I did to show my live customers is I made this display because I wanted to show you that if you do a year of Paper Pumpkin, you not only do you end up with a ton of projects, which are a surprise every month and all that stuff. Hi, Donna and Carrie, by the way. You end up with 12 exclusive stamp sets that cannot ever be purchased anywhere else. They're only in the Paper Pumpkin kits. So these are the 2017 sets. And what I realized, which I'm sure other people already realized this a long time ago, is that these stamp sets are awesome. Sometimes they have words and stuff in them that we want. I'm trying to point to with sympathy right there. We want Stampin' Up! To maybe put in a set in the catalog, and for some reason, hi Carrie, it's not there. And so collect these sets and use them. I have them on display for my customers, but you can put them in a container. You can buy empty stamp cases from me and put them in those, but keep them in your collection. Keep them where you will know what you have, because they are just really unique and provide, like, for example, Happy Valentine's Day. There it is right there. And love, I adore you, for an amazing friend, just a little thanks. Of course, there's some hearts in that one. That was obviously the Valentine one from 2017. So now, real quick, what's the special? Anyone, a new subscriber who subscribes, oh, I got a heart, yay. And hi, Donnell. Donna, I'm so glad you got to join today, because we've sort of been talking online. Anyway, anyone who subscribes, a new subscriber, and it's $20 a month, by the way, plus tax only, so it's a great deal. Subscribe on the link I'm going to post on Facebook today. By May 10th, you will get your first 2 months for half price. That's $10 for this box. So just think of it as $10 for a super cute stamp set, plus a bunch of other stuff for free. The first 2 months will be $10, then it's $20 after that. You can cancel at any time. I don't know why you would want to, but you can. And you can restart at any time too. But anyway, that's a special for new subscribers, so keep that in mind, and I'll post the link to that today. I scheduled the post already to get myself on track. Okay. Oh, by the way, if you sign up by April 10th and activate it by April 10th, you'll get the April kit. If you don't, and you do it April 11th through May 10th, you'll get the May kit. So the 10th of every month is our deadline to sign up or cancel Paper Pumpkin. Okay. The next thing is retiring stuff. So Stampin' Up! Did tell us today that April 9th is the day the list is coming out. What's the list? The retiring list. They're going to tell us what from, I believe they do both catalogs now, but for sure what from the big catalog is going away forever and we will not be able to purchase it again. The accessories are while supplies last when that list comes out, April 9th. So make sure you subscribe. I'm reading stuff that says Paper Pumpkin. I'm getting confused. Make sure you place your orders for anything retiring in color by April 9th if you would like to guarantee its availability. The retiring in colors are right here on page 4. Dapper Denim, Emerald Envy, Peekaboo Peach, Flirty Flamingo, and Sweet Sugar Plum. So all you have to do is investigate our catalog and see what comes in those colors. If it's a designer paper, a ribbon, an embellishment, cardstock, ink, markers, etc., it's going to retire, and it will be while supplies last, April 9th. Get it before then so we don't sell out. And don't say I didn't warn you. But keep in mind, any accessory that Stampin' Up! Decides to retire will be while supplies last. So that could include almost every year all of our designer papers, several ribbons, and anything else that they want to replace with something cool, new, and awesome that in our new catalog that comes out in June. So if there's something you really love, just go ahead and get it now just in case. Now stamps, you don't have to worry. They will guarantee them until a certain date, and so you'll be able to get your stamps, and you know, as long as you do it by whatever that date is that they will announce later. So don't panic on stamps yet. Look at the list and then we'll see, you know, what we think. And then speaking of the new catalog, how can you reserve your new catalog with me? If you're a local customer, yes, Lisa, designer papers for sure. I say all of them are going to retire, but I don't have a crystal ball. I don't actually know that, but that's been what's happened in the past few years. The new catalog. So if you're a local customer, I'm going to order one for you and give it to you next time I see you after I get them, which will be towards the end of May. But long distance customers, anyone that's placed an order with me from, let me think, well, in the last 12 months, whatever that is, do the math. But I literally put it into the Stampin' Up! Computer the last 12 months. It tells me who's ordered, and that's who I'll mail one to for long distance. So it's easy. If you haven't placed an order in the last 12 months, jump online by April 28th and place an order, and I'll mail you a catalog if you're long distance. April 28th is my deadline because we have to close out who we want to mail those to by the end of April. So I need to give myself a day or two in case something happens. So that's how you can get your copy of the new catalog. I get my copy next week, or this week on Saturday when I go to Stampin' Up's on stage event in Fort Worth, but you know, and like over 40 of my downline who will be there with me, we'll all get ours that day, but you know, you can get yours too. Okay, so my specials, I want to tell you all about the every month I have an online ordering special. So you place an order with the monthly host code FJMA77UW, Just memorize that. No, it's always posted on my blog and in emails, and you can copy and paste easy, or you can write it down from this video. So you place an online order of $25 or more, use that host code, I will mail you a class packet. This month it's an extra special class packet with even more than I normally include. Let's see. But if your order is 25 or more with that host code, you get the cardstock and the written instructions and photos. If it's $50 or more, you also get a free accessory that matches. Now, that's every month, and normally it's 4 cards, which are awesome. I'm going to show you last month's cards. But this month, it's 8 cards, and when your order is $75 or more with the host code online, you will, in addition to that stuff that I just said, sorry, I had to reach, I have so many cords here, you're going to get a full pack of the Myths and Magic glimmer paper. So there's the green, Bermuda Bay, and what's the word? Iridescent. It's not dazzling diamonds, it's actually iridescent, which means it picks up whatever color it's next to. So it can change color depending on what you put it next to. It's really cool. It's a ton of paper. It's a $15 value. You can still purchase this for $15. But if you place a $75 order or more online with me with the monthly host code, you'll get that free. Supplies to make 8 cards. And then you're also going to get a full pack of the Memories and More Sweet Soiree Designer Kit free. You'll use these to make your cards. You won't use any, obviously, if you're making 8 cards, hey, you won't use all of these to make them. So you're going to have tons of leftovers. You can use them in memory keeping, which is, you know, like my memory keeping club. You can use them to make more cards. You can put them in scrapbook pages. You can make other crafts with them. And it's so cute, and it matches stuff that's still for a purchase available in our occasions catalog, the Sweet Soiree and Sweet Cake bundle and all that stuff. So 8 cards that use this kit. You'll get the full kit. You'll use it on your projects. You'll get the glimmer paper. That's for a $25 order, by the way. You get the glimmer paper with a $75, and then you get a free accessory if it's $50. Hopefully that all makes sense. But I haven't picked the accessory yet because I obviously haven't chosen the cards yet, because y'all know me, it's like last minute. But these are some other cards that I made for a different event, greeting cards, using the Memories and More cards. Okay, so just to give you an example of what you can do with them, these are not the ones that will be included with your kit. But for example, so maybe I would have given you a free roll of this ribbon if you did 50 or more, but I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. It's exciting to figure that out. Now, last month in March, thank you very much, lots of people placed their orders. Almost all were over 50, some weren't, that's okay. But your class packets will be mailed out in a week or so, because I always have to close out the order your free gifts and all. But we used the Magical Day bundle, actually, but I just brought the stamp set over here to show y'all. And it's so cute. This is the stamp set that I literally said was ugly when the book came out. And then I fell in love with it because it's so cute. I'm trying to fix my iPad here. So, let me show you the cards that they're going to get this month. Everything will be cut, of course, embossed, die cut when possible. So for example, I will die cut this piece of white paper, but not the dragon and the fire, because you need to stamp first and then die cut it out. If you don't own the dies, you just hand cut it. But if you own the dies, easy for you, and it's going to look awesome. And then, by the way, I'm sure you probably cannot see it on the video, but I put Wink of Stella on every card here. So I'll kind of point out where that is. Then this one, on this guy, we use the washi tape, and the glimmer is on his shield and sword. Oh, and I put the greeting on the inside on this card. Yeah. because there wasn't room on the outside. This one, I love the unicorn so much. Yes, Marianne, I agree. It's so cute. I hope it carries over. So again, your paper will be embossed. Your circles will be punched. This will be die cut, but you will hand cut out or die cut your unicorn. And I colored them all with Stampin' blends, which are temporarily unavailable, unfortunately. So if you don't have them yet, you can watercolor as well, and I include instructions for that. And then our little mermaid with the designer paper. By the way, all the designer paper has glitter on it as well. But anyway, our little mermaid, so there's another one. That's the kit that you can get free today. Yes, you should change your mind quick, Donna, and get it. So if you comment today and share the video, you'll get an entry for each to win that class packet mailed to you. You'll also get a free pack of the washi tape, which is this. Sorry, my angles are so off, and it's all glittery. You can't really see it for some reason here, I don't think, but it's all glitter, and this one has the stars. Oh, it's so cute. So you're gonna get a packet with all the paper cut, die cut, embossed, etc., emailed instructions, and the glimmer paper if you win my drawing. There's Catherine. Catherine texted me, did I miss it? And I couldn't reply. Hi, Pam. Okay, so y'all want to win that, I'm sure. So share the video, make a comment. So my special this month, I say celebration is continued, because you're going to get so much free stuff from me when you order online. Okay, we're almost ready to stamp. Are y'all excited? And Catherine and Pam, you joined just in time for the stamping. Okay, so more events from me though. I do have a new catalog bingo coming up June 30th, so mark your calendars. You actually can RSVP for that already on my blog. I have an RSVP link for it. So, you know, if you want to come have fun, first of all, with bingo, it's just fun, but then you can also win some new stuff from the brand new catalog. That is June 30th, so mark your calendars. Okay, so as a reminder, I'm going to switch the camera now. You guys may be used to this by now. I have to move the camera back here and move my lights so you can see what I'm doing. And that's right, Donna. And then I'll turn the camera down and start doing some stamping. I'm going to put you guys back. Whoop, now you're going to be backwards, but then when I switch it, you'll be right side up. So bear with me here for a second as I switch you into viewing mode. And when I've rewatched my own videos, I've a portion of the video because I think it changes my voice level. But anyway, let me grab my lights and my iPad so I can see, or so you can see actually for the lights. And I'll just let you guys look at this host code while I'm switching everything so you can make all your notes and write it down. Haha. Okay. So I think we're ready. Yay. All right. Now, so there's that host code reminder. We are going to use the Amazing Congratulations stamp set today. And by the way, this is not the card we're making, but we're going to use the Stamparatus and this stamp set in my Stampin' Stack this month. So, if you want to use the Stamparatus live and in person, come to my Stamp A Stack, which RSVP link will be posted later. Marianne, I Googled it. Anyway, come to Stamp A Stack, take the class, of course, so you can use the Stamparatus, but you can order it in June. Now, lots of my awesome customers reserved theirs, and they already ordered theirs, and probably already all have it live in their own home, so yay for them. And I got mine super early because of being on the team that helped develop it, but I used mine for the first time yesterday, so yay. Okay, so we're using Amazing Congratulations. I want to grab one of the stamps out of it to show y'all something. It does come with instructions and tips and pictures. I've stamped on mine apparently, but I'm going to show y'all how to use it now, so you don't need that. And I just randomly stuck these here so I'd have what I need out, and I stuck a piece of scratch paper in there yesterday because I had ink everywhere. Okay, so let me check my notes here. Magnets. Okay, so the Stamparatus comes with 2 plates. First of all, I have one in here. You should only store one at a time on, like if I put this away. So the second one should just be stacked loose. You should not put the second one in and close it because you're going to break it. So just store it like that. They are removable on purpose. I'll show you what all that's for in a minute. But the magnets, I have one here and there's one here. It comes with 2. You store one here, one here. You want them very far apart from each other so they don't snap together and break. Stampin' Up! Gave us a long, complicated explanation that says basically that they are actually the higher quality magnets break when they snap together. The lower quality magnets don't. So we have the high quality ones. So a lot of people have been doing things like wrapping them in washi tape so that if they touch, they won't break. Or just keeping them far apart. So I'm just only going to use one today, honestly, because I tried it yesterday. It worked for me. I don't want to break it on camera or break it, period. So I'm using one magnet. It does hold through this foam. So underneath here is a grid, but the main reason to remove the foam is if you're using red rubber clear stamps, red rubber, because they're thicker. When you're using photopolymer like we are today, stick this mat on here. If you need grid lines, just cut up a piece of your Stampin' Up! Grid paper, which we sell. Cut it that size, stick it on here. I haven't found I needed it yet on the one sample I made. So I cracked myself up. So I have my magnet. Landa's agreeing with my laughing. Okay, so I figured out what size I needed this paper to be cut, so I cut it. It's Whisper White. It is, just in case you want to recreate this card, 1 3/4 by 5. And I'm going with the put it in the corner method so that when I reproduce this card over and over, I know to put it in the corner every time. But another thing you can do is mark on here where you placed your paper to repeat, or use grid paper and mark the grid. So lots of options there, but I like it in the corner. Easier on me. Then you position, hopefully I cleaned this good from yesterday. You position your stamp on your paper first. It says part of congratulations. And then you close your Stamparatus. And when you open it, the stamp is where you need it to be. Now, it pulled up my paper because there's no ink on here. Also, if your stamp is brand new and it hasn't been inked much, it's going to be even, it will be stickier the first few times you use it on here. But anyway, because I know it goes in the corner, just put it back. It's fine. And then you ink up your stamp. So I'm going to do it this way. The beauty, one of the many beauties of Stamparatus is if you don't get enough ink, you can just re-ink it and re-stamp it. So you don't have to stress about that. You close it and you press. This is easy. Why bother with the Stamparatus? Because some people are perfectionists. Some people have shaky hands or arthritis or other problems that cause weakness in their hands and arms. I actually have those issues sometimes if my stuff is acting up. And you can do lots of other techniques with this. So that's why if you love to eyeball and stamp, which I actually don't mind it at all, then go for that. So I think my S right here needs more ink. This is, by the way, powder pink. And my G. So you can re-ink the whole thing if you want, but those are the main areas where I'm going to try to get more ink. So this is one of the beautiful things on Stamparatus. And also there's no rocking. So if you're a person who accidentally gets those edges when you stamp, you don't need to worry about that because you're not going to do it on this. A little bit more and then we should be good. Okay, so next we want this image here. Now I'm going to possibly have to stick my head in the camera because or hit my head on the ceiling here, my shelf. Anyway, you need to be able to see that you're really aligning this particular image where the cursive continues into the other cursive. I think it's good, but my head's a little off. Like I can't get it as close as I want. So obviously you'll do that correct when you're at home. So when I get ready to close this, oops, it's going to hit that stamp. Well, don't worry. Take this out, pull it straight up. Don't pull it from the side or here. Straight up, pull it out, flip it around. And now we have another surface. And why we don't want to remove the first one is because now I can stamp this 50 more times and not have to replace these stamps every time. Okay, so another tip here, we're going to use Calypso Coral next. This is, well, first of all, it's a darker color, but also it's just more convenient. But I can take my Calypso Coral and do what I did with the powder pink. It is darker, like I said, so you'll definitely see where you've hit your Stamparatus in different parts and even on these hinges and gotten ink, which shouldn't mess up your project, so don't stress on that, but it can mess up your hands, your clothing, other paper you lay on here, whatever. So I got this tip from other demonstrators to use a Stampin' Spot. Now I told y'all earlier, save your Stampin' Spots from Paper Pumpkin. And honestly, I thought of that while I was doing the video just now. So I'm going to have to dig out all my spots from Paper Pumpkin and catalog them and see what colors I have. I hope I don't have a coral because I made my own. We do sell uninked spots. Item code 141822. Uninked spots. You get 5 in a pack. And there's no ink on them. So I took my Calypso Coral Reinker yesterday. I wrote coral right here because I always use these upside down anyway so I can see read what color it is while I'm stamping, then I won't mess up. And I put not much ink on there at all, honestly. Let me show you guys in case you buy these and you add ink to them. If I can open it. I guess it's airtight. I'll have to get it closer to me for muscles. The ink didn't even sink through to this part of the pad, and I inked this yesterday. So I tested it this morning and it's perfectly inked. So I always, just in general, for inking, I always go with less is more because I can always add, but I can't take away. Okay, so anyway, the reason for using these would be that it keeps you from making a mess all over here, which it does just wipe off, but hey, anything that can help us be less messy and have less cleanup. This is Calypso Coral, which I'm using because I'm combining these two colors because of the Sweet Soiree designer paper, which is what I used on my card. Those are two colors in the design that I used, which is this design here. So coral and pink. That's just like FYI on color combination. How you can get it is use designer paper, and this paper is super pretty and it has some really pretty color combinations. So FYI, especially in my opinion for this stamp set, which can be intimidating. It's like, well, what 2 to 3 colors do I want to use? Look at your designer paper. Okay, so I inked it up. Let's stamp it and see what happens. Hopefully it's going to look awesome. Oh, it looks awesome. I don't even need to re-ink anything. Check it out, y'all. So good. Now, I just want to show you, I'm not actually going to do this. The reason for this one is you have 2 more stamping surfaces, a total of 4. You can do up to 4-step stamping on one project. So you place that one there. Remember, when you store it, take that off. The other stamp that goes with this image, and actually I'm not sure, honestly, if this little swirly thing also is a part of congratulations. I need to figure that out. But this is the outline, and I didn't like it for this card, but if I wanted to use it, I would align it perfectly, place this down, ink it up, and stamp congratulations. And then I could flip this around and add even another image, maybe the greeting that goes right there. So that's the purpose of your other plate. It's not an extra, it's to be used. Okay, so I'm going to sneak a peek at my notes here and see if, oh, I did want to show you guys one other thing. But let me not have y'all read my notes. I told you about the foam mat, store with one knot attached, 4 sides, 4 steps. Okay, so the last thing is this thing called, well, Stampin' Up! Calls it the hinge step. And what it is, and I have not practiced this, so, and this was just a random scrap of Whisper White I grabbed. You stamp your image like normal Stamparatus style, and then you move it down 1 or 2 or 3, however many hinges you want or need for that project, and you stamp it again, and it's going to be perfectly spaced based on how many hinges you skip each time. Of course, I realize that's not inking perfectly, but I'm just showing y'all this really quickly. Then I could flip it around and I could fill in the dark. This actually does work pretty well with this layout, I guess, configuration, whatever. Check it out. So I can continue down. So that's called the hinge step. That's also why you want the Stamparatus. Okay, so that's how you use it. Hopefully, let me see, I'll just leave it there. Hopefully you guys think it's awesome like me. These were some other colors I played around with for this card, but in my opinion, I didn't like them on the designer paper. So I just switched it up to only the 2 colors, and then I added On Your Big News. The designer paper is 3 3/4 by 5. The Calypso Coral is 4 by 5 1/4. Normal card base, which is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. And then I already told you the size of this one, so this piece is just 1/4 inch taller. So 2 inches by 5, 2 by 5 for that piece there. And that's powder pink. I did not use the Stamparatus to stamp the swoosh and On Your Big News, which both come in this stamp set. I stamped those freehand, but I could have used it, since I only used the 2 images, I could have used the 2 from my second platform if I wanted. So that is the card I'm showing you. This is not the one we're making at the class, although it may end up being similar. I just don't know yet. Okay, so I'm going to switch you guys back around. Let me, I'm going to mirror it, and then I'm doing all these skills so quickly that I'm probably going to mess them up. And I don't know if you guys just caught a glimpse of Landa there, but that is our videos for today. I do have a couple more things to share. That are just bonuses, sort of. So first of all, I recently, I don't remember exactly when it was, but with Stampin' Up, I celebrated or crossed over my $900,000 in career sales. Thank you very much, everybody. So I got a card in the mail from Sarah, and look, she even stamped the envelope from Sarah Douglas, the current, is she president? CEO of Stampin' Up. She's Shelly's daughter. And then I got this pin for $900,000. If I cannot cover it up. So, yay! So thank you, Sarah. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And then also, just real quick, a couple other things. My birthday was March 3rd. And thank you, Lisa. I got some birthday cards from customers and downline. So I'm just showing them real quick. Sorry. Hopefully I'll figure out these angles pretty quickly here. Look at that one with all the brusho. Woo! Thank you, Cindy. And when I'm doing the card, that one's from Renee, I can't read the comments as easily, just FYI. And I think I just untied the bow on this one. but aren't they cute? So thank you guys so much for all the birthday cards. Yes, that was a great birthday present, Lisa. And then this one. And I probably have more. I tried to gather them all yesterday, but for some reason, I don't keep them all in the same spot. I don't know why. And then I wanted to show y'all what we made at our demonstrator gathering last month. So what is the demonstrator? Y'all know, it's me. But I have over 100 people in my downline. That means they bought the kit from me. And that doesn't mean they do classes or parties or sell stuff. They might, but most of them get the discount. But we gather each month. It's optional, and out of the 100, 20 to 30 choose to attend, and then a lot watch it on Facebook Live, which we do in our secret or private group, whatever. So you can participate too, and you can actually come check out our gathering before you decide to join us and get the kit. But this is what we made last month. We made this cute box. So we always stamp, of course, and I give some business tips, and we see a stamping demonstration, and we eat snacks, and we talk and visit, and what else do we do? We swap. Thank you. It's so good when Landa's here. She can do all the stuff that I'm blanking out on. And thank you, Teresa. And what else? That's the last one we made. We usually do 4 projects. It's only $5 for the meeting, but you can come check it out free if it's your first time. Even if you're haven't bought the kit yet, you can come check it out. It's normally the first Saturday of each month, but this month it's the second Saturday because the first Saturday we're going to be at a Stampin' Up! Event in Fort Worth. And it's here in Midlothian, so if you're local, you can attend. If you can't see it on Facebook Live unless you're in our group, because that's our private group. Landa is the stamp whisperer. Thank you, Pat. Okay, so I think that's all I have for you guys today. I don't think I saw any questions come through, but if y'all do have questions, put them on there. I will respond later. Like I said, I have links coming up for all the stuff, hopefully all the stuff that I mentioned today, like paper pumpkin, signing up for class, something else. I think I did a third one. I can't remember, but those links will be being posted. So make sure you're on the group. Check out my business page later for all that. Thank you, Lori. I can only read part of your comment, but yes, the Facebook Live meetings that we started have been awesome because we do have lots of demonstrators that are nowhere near us, either over an hour away or in other states. And so it allows everyone to participate and get all those good tips and see all the samples in the demonstration. Okay, so I'm going to end our meeting, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Hope you have a great month. And if I get a chance, I'll do another Facebook Live in the middle of the month. But if not, I will see you in May. So have a good day. Bye. Yes, thank you.